Fun World! This is Abhijay again. In our previous videos on Scratch, I explained the details on sprites and backdrops. In the next set of videos, I will start on the programming palette and go into details of each of the different categories of blocks. Today, we'll start the first category, which is the motion blocks. Like the name suggests, all the blocks in the motion category are used to control the movement of a sprite. So, I will go over some of the blocks under the motion category, and I will show some examples of using them in projects. Let's get started! Click on Create Project. On the left side, under the Code tab, we see all the available categories. Click on the Motion category, and as you can see, all the motion blocks. You can notice all blocks under here are in blue color. Also remember that motion blocks are only allowed to be used for sprites. We already have our Scratch cat here, so let us start with exploring the motion blocks. The first block in this category is Move 10 Steps. This block moves the sprite to where you want, and in the code you can change the amount of steps. This motion block will be used in making sprites move, moving a sprite to go forward in an animation, and making a sprite follow the mouse. Okay, let us see this in action and how this block works together with some other blocks to create fun programs. First, get an event block and get when green flag clicked onto the scripts area. Now, go to the motion section and drag Move 10 Steps into the script area. The default value is 10, and it can be replaced by any number. Sometimes I'm silly by doing some random numbers with a bunch of zeros. Let's run it! You can see the sprite is moving 10 steps forward and then it stops. I think we all want it to move continuously. Now you can change the number here from 10. I think let's try 100. That would be perfect, I think. To make it move more, we can also give the negative numbers to make the sprite move backwards. Let's try. Whoa, it's moving backwards. If we want to make the sprite move forward in an animation, we can make the move action repeat a few times to make it look like the cat is moving. So to do that, drag the repeat block around the move block. We are simply saying repeat the move block 10 times. Okay, let's run it again. Well, I hope it works this time. We should put it back. Okay, it works. Alright, moving on to the next blocks under motion section. We have turn blocks, which are used to rotate the sprites. These blocks turn the sprite by specified amounts of degrees, clockwise or counterclockwise. This changes the direction the sprite is facing, depending on the clockwise or anti-clockwise block we choose. The blocks use the 360 degrees in a circle. The default value is 15 and can be replaced with any number. Let us try a simple rotation to see how it works. Go to the sprite section and select the basketball. We have the ball showing up here as a sprite. Go to the Events category and drag when green flag clicked. Now go to the Motions category and drag Turn 15 degrees clockwise block. Let's run it! You can see the ball turning a bit. But it's not turning continuously. Now if we want to make it look like it's rotating, we need to keep turning it. Like I said earlier, can you think what needs to be done to add that effect? Yes! Use the forever loop around. Now, drag it onto the script area. We are basically saying to keep turning the ball by 15 degrees clockwise forever, which will make it look like it's rotating. Let's try it out. All right, let's try it. There we go. Yay! You can use the other block to turn it counterclockwise the same way. Let me drag that and try it out. Now we can see it moving the opposite way. Nice! Moving on to the next one we have is Go to Blocks. First one here is go to the drop-down box here. Let me drag it to the script area. If you click on the arrow, this has 3 options. Go to random position, which means when we run the code, the sprite can go to any random positions on the stage. Then go to mouse pointer, which means the sprite will go where the mouse pointer is. And then the third option is go to another sprite. This list will show all the sprites we are using in the project. For example, let's say I add another sprite and go back to the drop down. We will see the new sprite listed here. Let's try go to random position. First, run it, and you can see the sprite going to some random position every time you run. Okay. Now go back and try the mouse pointer option. The sprite just goes to wherever the mouse pointer is. And finally, let's try making the sprite go to another sprite. Select the basketball and run. You can see the sprite going to the basketball. That's awesome! You can even select the other sprite and try again. There we go! We can make the sprite go to another sprite using this. You see something really funny? The cat looks like it's eating the bread. Can you see it? Okay, Moving on to the next one is go to X and Y blocks. This block sets the sprite's X and Y position. This is basically saying the sprite to move to a specific position on the stage. The position is controlled by the values of X and Y. This block has no animation in its movement. It is the simplest way to move a sprite around the screen without displaying any animation. So, we use this block whenever a sprite needs to jump to another spot. Let's try it. Drag the go to X and Y block and give a value to X and Y. Let's run and see if the sprite moves to that positions. Yes, that's cool. While we are on this block, I want to show you the related blocks which does the exact same thing. Those are the set X and set the Y blocks we see here. So go to the X and Y block is same as these two blocks combined together. Let's try it out. Let me drag the set X and set Y blocks and give the same values as before. Run it. And there we go. Today's episode is on fire. Okay. We have more blocks to cover under the motion category, which will go in our next video, which is part 2. Let's review. We started looking at the different categories under the programming column. We started looking at the details of motion blocks. Motion, 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 motion. The motion blocks are used to give movement to the sprites. We looked at the blocks that make the sprites move forwards and backwards. Make the sprite turn in different angles. We also make them rotate, move, go to a random position, or go to where the mouse points. We also looked at using the motion blocks to go to a specific position on the stage. I want you all to try out all of these blocks we looked at so far and try to build small projects using them. In the next video, we will go over the remaining motion blocks. It's time to motion away.